Caroline Jackson, and today I will be explaining how cancer affects the body and one of the main treatments used in patients diagnosed with cancer. What makes a human a human? The most basic component that determines what we are is our cells. They are the central control system of every action that we do, whether voluntary or involuntary. They are the building blocks of our body in the most basic sense. There are different kinds of cells that make up the different tissues and organs and even brain matter that our body is comprised of. Cells house the genetic material that is the layout for everything our body is. When the most basic components of life are damaged, it creates detrimental problems to the living system that it comprises. So what happens when our genetic material is altered? One of the possibilities is cancer. Cancer is the uncontrollable division of cells and subsequent spread into the surrounding tissues. Normally, cells grow and divide and die off as new cells replace them. In cancerous cells, in the patients diagnosed, the cells grow and divide, but they don't die off as the new cells are created. This abundance of cells creates growths called tumors. These tumors can be classified in multiple different ways. Tumors can be malignant, which means they have the ability to spread into the surrounding tissues of the body. They can also be metastatic, which means that pieces of the original tumor have the ability to break off and spread to completely different parts of the body through the blood system or the lymphatic system and create completely new tumors. Successful treatment options often involve a combination of treatments, including surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, immunotherapy, targeted therapy, and hormone therapy. They are often used in conjunction with at least one other therapy to combat the disease through multiple routes. One of the most commonly used is chemotherapy, which according to the Mayo Clinic is the drug treatment that uses powerful chemicals to kill fast-growing cells in your body. Chemotherapy can be classified in multiple different ways. One can be the neoadjuvant, which means the chemotherapy is used before surgery or radiation to shrink the tumor. It can be used as an adjuvant therapy, which means shrinking the tumor after surgery or radiation. It can be used as a co-treatment with any of the other treatment options or as a single therapy treatment. This all depends on what kind of cancer you have and what stage of cancer you have. Chemotherapy can be given through multiple different routes. One can be injection into the muscle of the arm, thigh, or hip typically. It can be intraarterial, which means the chemotherapy is directly injected into the artery that feeds the cancer cells. It can be intraperitoneal, which means it is injected into the peritoneal cavity, which contains multiple organs, including the intestines, the liver, stomach, ovaries, and so on. It can be given IV, which means intravenous, which means it's given directly into a vein. It can be used topically as a cream or orally as a tablet, capsule, or liquid. There are different drug classifications based on mechanism of action and the chemical structure. All of them directly damage the DNA, which inhibits cells from reproducing. Chemotherapy treatments are becoming more and more successful over the years as research is continuously going on. And as a person in the medical field, I believe in the power of medicine and that a cure will someday be found. I hope I have left you all with a clear understanding of how cancer affects the body by destroying the building blocks of the body. Thank you.